Stadium, Baton Rouge. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. It's the Michigan Wolverines and the LSU Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Checking in with the Michigan head coach pregame. He is concerned going to an environment like this, one of the best crowds in all of college football. They make it loud and frenetic. He has talked to his quarterback and his center about having a high level of communication here on the road. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. The returner will field it and bring it back. Couldn't find room for the big play. He'll be stopped after a short return. It's a coverage unit right on top of it. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. From the gun, the ground game. Defense all over it.
Well, to say that this guy was unblockable in their last game is definitely an understatement. He was living in the opponent's backfield, and he does it again very early in this one, David. And I know he was a guy this offensive line and this coaching staff were concerned about, and early on, they don't have an answer for it.
I'm about to say that they still have the concerns because, geez, early on, he's in the backfield right away. Got to have some kind of an answer, man. First of all, maybe not run towards his side. Secondly, maybe we double team him, but there's got to be a plan because when you get near him, bad things happen for your offense.
They're in the gun, third down. Here's Carr. Blasted as he lets it go. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. On the run, it's Berry. Turning it on! They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup, but the defense, Jesse, they better get physical. They better get better in a heartbeat.
Well, and they've got to fight some emotion right now, too, because the fans are excited. The offensive line is absolutely juiced after that opening play. They're now getting lathered up. They're now getting excited. They're pointing to the sideline. Run it again. Run the same play again.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Tigers. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. And he takes this from inside the 5. He stopped right there after a short return, was looking for running room, and the coverage unit wasn't having it. to the back. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Throwing, Carr. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. The Wolverines decide to punt it away. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. He's brought down, not a lot of room to take that one back. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looking for space, it's Berry. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a 1st down.
Man, this guy is so scary when he has the ball in his hands. He kind of reminds you, he's got a little bit of Leonard Fournette. He's got a little bit of Clyde Edwards-Helaire, you know, just that shake and bake. And when they get in the second level, DBs just don't seem to know how to tackle this guy. You don't want to submarine. He might hurtle over you, but if you don't go in with conviction, and he's got the speed to get outside and take up the distance, this dude just makes your heart stop every time he has the ball.
And when your offensive line can plow holes like that and you can get over 10 yards a carry, like, we don't need to complicate this. Like, this is a very simple form. Be more physical. Hand the football off. That's a great job in back-to-back plays for this offense.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. And the Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Selling the fake. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. So here comes the Michigan offense. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. He'll work his way down to the 28.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field, because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
Play action, Carr. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
Really need to pick up some yardage this time on 2nd and long. Corners are going to bail. Carr. The throw. Got his man down the middle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. I got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Carr from the gun on 3rd down. Good job just to get rid of that one.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
They'll try to quiet this crowd by moving the sticks on 4th down. Now here's Carr. On the move, he fires. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And after the pick, there is an injured player who's still on the field. That's their freshman quarterback who was injured on the play. As they attend to him, Holly will keep an eye on things for us. The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting the drive from their own 1. Looking for a crease. He's got the first down. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
When the running back gets going and gets a head of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Throws to the wideout. Left side, it's Lions. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. The Tigers getting set on 1st and 10. Quick give. It's Berry. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Now on 2nd down. Guys, LSU has the lead here. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. On the snap, it's Berry. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down.
What a great play by the linebacker. Do you talk about filling a hole? Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
4th down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Wide receiver comes in motion. Working the ground game. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Here's Carr to throw. He's got it. There he goes. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and I think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
He locked up and held on to bring him down.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge 3rd down coming. Zings it complete to the right. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with a first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one.
Fires deep toward the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
Both at the 24, a lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. Throwing, Carr. Here comes the heat. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Bringing it back. Past the 50. Past the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. The defense putting points on the board. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a... Oh, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row. Now they've got to find a rhythm.
CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit. And you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Back to throw, it's Levin. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And I know he's happy to get that one because that's the big fella's first sack. And we've heard a lot about this 5-star, this young defensive lineman who they think is going to be elite of elite. And now you get the first sack, the first of many. But nice to see this dude start to come into his own, maximize some of that ability that we've heard so much about.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Oh, my, he just shanked that one. No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. Hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Rushes on. And his first pass is incomplete. It's tough to come in and fire one early.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Long way to go on 2nd down. He'll try the left side. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to get the first through the air. Snags it over the middle. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Fresh set of downs going up top. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Ben, thanks. A busy day, so let's waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college football. We begin with Arizona State taking on the number 21 team, the UNLV Rebels. And it's the Sun Devils, able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings. And that makes it 2 victories on the season. They're nowhere near their preseason goal, of course, so how they handle things from here will define this program. Here now a look at some other games of note today, including a big upset with major implications.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Dropping back, it's Levin. Out wide left, it's Watkins. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Fresh center downs going to the air. They're all over it. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Breaks into the open.
And it's frustrating because you go into half and the coaches tell you what they want to accomplish. Listen, we've seen this the whole first half. This is what they're doing. Not a good job coming out first drive, trying to get some momentum created. Turn it over to the other team. Give them a good field position now, too. Not the ideal start.
Snaps it. They'll throw to start the drive. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. They'll need a bunch on second down. From the gun. Nice move there. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Big third down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. Looking to throw for it. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Yeah, I'd be worried right now if I were this head coach. I've already had my starting quarterback knocked out in the game. I'm watching my backup quarterback now get ragdolled around as well. What can we do to protect him and give ourselves a chance to win this game?
Never a doubt. Now the lead is down to 11.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over, and while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Dropping back, it's Levin. Finds the tight end. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
Second down to the air. Right side, it's Johnson. Oh, the sweet spin, and he's free. Snags it, and he's open. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Tigers. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And with this long drive, man, they're just showing you what they've been showing you throughout this football game. They can get it done. They can score points. And now, getting later in the football game, getting up by 3 possessions, the pressure is really on.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. It was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Chambers. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. This is a huge drive for this offense, down 21-3 and needing to get back in the game. Pass to 6. A really nice run from deep in his own territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 29.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Caught. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Left side, it's Buchanan. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chains. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Out wide right, it's Marsh. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Got open on the post and then had no regard for his body in making that catch.
Exactly right. You know you're going to get hit a lot of times coming over the middle of the field, but he runs that post, lays out, makes the play for his quarterback. That's a tough hombre.
Makes a catch. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Great play by the cornerback. And this offense, they're just trying to get this receiver the ball quickly to see if he can make something happen. But that cornerback was draped all over him. Nice job.
Wants to go up top on second down. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Turning it on. The 40. Inside the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And the extra point gives them a 28-3 lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going to the running game. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
And he's brought down after a short gain. Guys, LSU has the lead here. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. And a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their 2nd. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Fires to the wideout. Timed it perfectly to knock him free and forces a 3rd down.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they should...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Snapped on 4th down. Throws for the tight end. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That fourth down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Give to the running back. Got the first down, and he's brought down after a nice gain.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Right side, it's Lions. Could not make his way to the corner.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical, they're too fast, and they force a negative play.
3rd and long from the 30-yard line in this defense, hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Wide open downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to rumble in. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU!
They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Unleashes one. It's dropped after taking the hit.
And this game's starting to tick away for this offense, and they're getting in desperation mode. They've got to be able to find a way to make plays in the pocket. It's not going to be the scrambles out wide. You need passing plays deep down the field. They've got to find some way to attack this secondary.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Motion from the wideout. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little...
Makes the catch, and he's free. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go, ready.
Looking for running room. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, you're going to have time to throw.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead.
Now wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Needs it here on fourth down. Lets it go to the end zone. And he throws another interception. His third one of the night.
Oh, and those are one of those plays where you just start scratching your head. And you're like, wait a minute, you're going the wrong way. It was a nice interception, but can tell lost his bearings, lost his compass, lost his mind, whatever he lost, and he goes the wrong way. I promise you, all week that will be shown in the defensive meeting rooms, and they will be laughing and pointing and making fun of the young man for going the wrong direction.
Looks it in. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Out wide right, it's Hansen. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. The Wolverines come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. They'll run it. Oh, he's got some space. And that'll be enough for the first down, a gain of 13 on the play, and the clock stops for the 2-minute timeout. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one.
Ready. Red 54, red 52, go!
Might as well give it to him again. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it, and that's what I'd expect them to do on this next play.
Oh, pressure's coming. Makes the grab. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Second down, gonna throw it. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
Looking down the middle. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in, you could tell.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Throws toward the end zone. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's kind of what this offense has done.